The more you try to keep me down and keep my head above the water, you can never hold me down. The more you try to block me out, that's where I kick the wall down. You can never hold me back. The more you try to put me out, the more I'll be blazing, it's too hot. The more you try to put me in the dirt, increase my work, the expert. You see the hunger in the eyes of a survivor. Swallowed my pride, washed down with some saliva. Reinvented my whole life, mental MacGyver. One door shut, another open up wider. Listen, battle drums in the distance, moving with enough force like army tank pistons. Pray for the strength of Jah to fight resistance. Fight mode, shields up, moving with resilience.
With the strength of 1,000 lion and the strength of 1,000 giant, we stay strong. We stay strong. With the strength of 1,000 elephant and the strength of 1,000 tiger, we stay strong. We stay strong.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome to Pinecase, the podcast where music is our drug of choice, which actually, casually and correctively is also a tagline of somebody that we both hang out with and respect. So thank you to Skylar Ray real quick for, connecting the dots and making some things happen and come along for us. But tonight we're hanging out with the one and only, I don't even want to say like West Coast or East Coast or anything like this, because listen, you are an absolute chameleon, but it seems like the one thing that stays the same and very consistent and true to you is your heart.
Damn, that's fire. What the hell?
Yeah, KingHansom, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
What's good?
Inside the podcast center.
Listen, when you came on here and you were walking us around in this place, like this studio, it looks like a spot. Like you on a Tuesday, everyone's got their fit going on. Everyone comes correct. Like what is going on? You just hang out like this all the time around all these great people.
So today I was hosting an event.
What up,
Hey.
But Dubai, boom.
Hey.
Feel good. And my brother Ray had solid sense day. So me and Boom just come here to eat Chinese food sometimes.
Well, if you know, right? Like it looks like home for sure. You obviously kick it there quite a bit.
That backdrop now. Hey,
there you go.
You see my shit.
So what's going on? Tell me what you were up to last night, because like you had the lives going, you were inviting us all in from all over the place.
Brooklyn last night. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. That shit was dope. That shit was incredible. That was my first time performing in Brooklyn ever. So that shit was dope. We went at the end of the night. It was me, AC2 Code, and my brother Heavy from LBM, Loyalty Before Money. So he's real like solid. So that's why he gets to be near me. And we just was thugging it out in Brooklyn, man. We was on I'm on a tour right now with Fuego Bass. So every tour date he's at, I'm there and we performing. So some people didn't know us, some people knew Heavy. Some people didn't know we was even performing. And when we ended up going on stage, the people that actually stayed throughout the whole show was like, wow, you guys are incredible. Or where you guys from? And I got like mad new Instagram followers and a lot of pictures, and it was a great experience.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a testament to your entertainment, because it's tough out there. Like some of those clubs and crowds, like when people don't really know what's happening, they're just out there having a couple of beers with their friends or whatever. But to be able to hold that space like that must feel really, really nice.
Yeah, it was I wasn't like no kind of like jitters. I was just ready. I was ready as soon as I jumped out the car. And the club in New York, it stayed open till 4 a.m. So I got there at like 7:30. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
What?
headliners there. I don't ever want them to beat me there, so I'm always on that grind. Like, nah, yo, we gotta be there early. Like, I need to catch sound check. I want them to have my music. I don't want to be last minute, and then they like, oh, you don't got a set. So I'm like, nah, I gotta get there early. So I was there since 7 o'clock. Didn't go on till 3 a.m.
Damn. There you go, you guys. Take notes. Like that's the thing is you gotta be in it like that. You gotta respect yourself like that and become prepared and be ready and the sweat equity that goes into things. People are like, do you make any money doing what you do? And I was like, man, listen, I make like $100 an hour. I donate the rest of my time, but I make like $100 an hour because the rest of it is sweat equity. And it doesn't, you got to really be there for yourself because the music industry is not an easy one, but I appreciate the fact that you're out there doing that because the music, I mean, my God, like where did that start? Where did it come from? Why? Like, why was it in your life? Like, I want to know. I need to know.
I just recently learned that my uncle's Jeffrey Osborne. I don't know if you know what that is.
No, tell me about it.
Jeffrey Osborne is a famous R&B singer from, I want to say, the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
So I never met this guy, but he's like, when I looked him up, he got like a vast catalog, and mad people know him. And like, you go to a cookout with old black people and they're playing Jeffrey Osborne, like he got legendary hit records. And but I think I get a lot of the music side from that side of my dad's family, but I never was really with them. I was just saying the other day on Manny's Live, someone was saying how they got their relationship with their dad. And I said my relationship with my dad from when I first met him at 18 to like 22, I used to just give him free 8 balls. Like,
Yeah.
my dad, like, he never did nothing for me ever except gave me life. And then never taught me how to tie my shoe, never taught me how to ride a bike, never threw a football with this guy. But we come and go. I'm selling drugs, he's selling drugs. I might be doing a little better, or he's manipulating me to get free shit because I just met him and so like, yeah, that's how I know my dad, like my biological dad. So like, I
It's
was
crazy. Genetics are wild, right? So they say that I guess like psychology says you're like 50% genetics and 50% your environment and how like how you grow up and things like that. And I'm always surprised by how strong some genetics are because you don't really have to like the person or be around the person, but to be able to take on a skill like music that comes through, like it's like thank you, even if that's all it was, like thank you so much for that, right? Like we can appreciate that little piece of it for sure.
remember I remember when I was like, when I used to take those car rides and he would like tell me old stories about how he got shot and why he got shot. And yo, I remember him telling me, yo, if you see the cops and you're just walking and got no gun on you, just put your phone. So that is like a gem he gave me. Like, so like he taught me how to not get caught with a gun. Like, that's the biological side of this. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Grateful for those things that helped me make it to here. Cause I remember having a gun in my back pocket and doing that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got not make myself paranoid and run and now I got a weapon on me. So that was like, I got that from him. So even through the no communication, when I did talk to him, I did take the gems, a lot of streets that I grew up in. So
Yeah, man. And you gotta take it on the first go around because a lot of that shit doesn't come back around twice, right? Like when those little tidbits of information come through, you just gotta like snap them up because yeah, sometimes that's all you'll get from them and that's about it. But I mean, I guess in like another sort of way, you also learn what not to do too, because you out here raising beautiful babies, right? So, you know.
yeah, I'm doing the best I can with my children. Um,
Mhm.
be in jail. So now that like I'm running around on a tour, I always still feel like I have access because in jail you don't have access.
Right.
One day you might get a call unless you bullying for the phone. And I've been through that. I went to SAG for 2 months for fighting for the phone, and I and still fought for it. So it's like, nah, he ain't talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I went from on a phone call with my kid's mother to some guy saying, "Yo, I got that phone at 4:20." I look at the clock; it's 4:15. I'm like, "Man, tell me that in 5 minutes, dog." So I'm ignorant. Who you talking to, boy? Don't tell me. Talk to me in 5 minutes. Got off the phone with her. Probably I was angry with her, so it made me snap on him fast. Because I already know she ain't waiting for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I know you already, but I'm still gonna try this. Uh, from that to that, and when I hung it up, well, I actually called my brother Bubbles first. Told him, "Yo, you ain't gonna hear from me in a minute. I gotta get out this building." Went in that kid's room, punched him on the head, spit on him, everything. Uh, when the cops came, he got down because the cops said, "Get down." I'm like, this guy's crazy. Hit him again.
That's wild.
Shout out to DJ Boom in the check-in, man. I appreciate you. But yeah, I was like, so I'm coming from that rude mentality where I'll fight you for this phone to be in segregation by myself for 2 months to I'm in Brooklyn last night doing a show. Killed it. Man, 10 new real followers. Like that. Here I exist.
It's tangible, man, and it's wild when you're saying that. I mean, 2 months, I can't imagine being locked down for 2 months like that. That's crazy. Like 2 weeks is max. That's as far as I've ever gotten into that space, and like 2 weeks was, by Canada law, they don't let you run any further past that. So 2 months is wild, and it's crazy to me to think that like that's the mentality to be. And I don't want to call you ignorant because we don't, it ain't even like that. But when you can acknowledge the fact that maybe the way you were coming with shit wasn't maybe the proper way all the time because we were young, shit happens or whatever. But then to find yourself in this place where you're making music, hanging out, making connections, like I don't care if it's 1 follower, 2 followers, 5 followers, 10, like that's real people on the other side of that really did connect with you and your music in some sort of way. Like that transition period in between, like I'm a little bit curious about that part of it because it's not something that I've ever experienced before. So what was it like, going from being in that place and young up here to transitioning into like day-to-day life where you really got to like prioritize yourself?
That was probably like the most fear I ever had to go through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was really just like, when I get out, I'm trapping again. I don't give a fuck about this jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my thoughts. Like, yeah, I don't care. I'm going to just move smarter. And then I did move smarter for a long time and made a lot of money and did a lot of shit, all allegedly. But from sitting in that cell, mapping out a plan to being where I am right now, to, the interview with you guys in Canada, meeting Skylar Ray and doing tours and meeting people and shit like that, and staying humble in the middle of all of it is because I come from the bottom already. So if I end up with zero, I've been there. It's easy. So I take a chance fast. I think I could fly. Don't put me on a roof.
I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much, man.
And I'll land. Like
Right.
my brain works. Like I'm not gonna fail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
like
you already know. You've been hungry for a minute. Like a minute. Yeah. Is what the fuck? There's nothing to
I was
lose.
talking about my uncle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So both of my mom's brothers, they both got shot in the head. And that's my only two uncles. And then my other uncle is Jeffrey Osborne.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm either gonna be them or him. And that's the layout. There's no other way. So I'm either gonna be the third dead or the second to do the music side. And I'm currently thriving in the music side.
Yes.
So don't gotta play around right now.
Mm-hmm.
My shit's so crazy that I got hate on people that I took care of, people I fed. They looking at me like I owe them something, or I think I'm better than them because the way I carry myself.
Right.
I'm still the same person that would give you I'll break my last $10 with you, but now I care about my children. You ain't getting nothing. You ain't getting nothing. I'm giving that to my kids first. So yeah, if you're not my friend no more, okay, I'm not paying you anymore. That's all. So I get it. But, so that comes with the elevation. And I seen it somewhere on a post when you're going up. Some people get off on the elevator early.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's been happening for me.
Yeah. But you got to stay steady and selfish. And people hate when like, oh, you say you're selfish. You're selfish. Yeah, I am selfish. I am absolutely selfish. You got to believe that because like it's not that I put myself first. Obviously,
Yeah,
we help. It's not about me. But you have to be able to do that and make sure that you're full first, and make sure that your kids are full first. And you know what I mean? Because you can't help other people. When your shit's all half-assed. Like it's just not even like that. You can't, because then what is there to be celebrating anyways? And people, grown people understand that. If they want to get off the elevator, that's their business.
yeah.
Whatever.
Anybody with us with like a childish mindset, they
Hmm.
don't understand me and they never will.
Yeah.
Even my music, I don't make music for children. Like I make music for people that been through something. So
Yeah.
that's who I resonate with. I'm not trying to make a song for the new trend. Like I'm not the trend guy. Like when I be talking to some people that don't know who I am, and I have to humble myself and let them know, these are the things I tell them. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to be that person. Like if you go watch what I do, I'm building right now a cult following.
Yeah.
Like, and we are honest with each other. Like I tell my fans, hey, I hope your day's well, and I mean that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I talk to them. I'm never too busy.
Yeah. That's
When I
beautiful.
need
Yeah.
sleep, I'll get sleep. But right now, I got the energy that God gave me to get this job done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Tell me about that though. Like, tell me about WoeLife, because like that when I seen it through Manny. I mean, you gotta love the internet for shit like that, right? Because it really does bring us together, you
Yeah.
know. But I seen it and I was like, what is this? Like, what is going on? Because people have like their things, right? There's like Scar Nation and 2%ers and all this, and I'm like, okay, but like people are saying it like all over the place. So break it down for me a little bit, because I took a wild guess, obviously, in the description, and I'm pretty sure I was pretty close. But tell me about it. Like,
What,
where did
what
that come
did you guess
from?
that it was?
Well, I said that it was like a mentality that you're like bringing people together that have the same heart. Like you're like, you know what, we don't have to be out here individually. Like we've already been
Right.
out here individually too long, so we can come together on that. And like that was me
Yeah,
assuming kind of.
that's the layout on
Hmm.
where we are currently. So how it started was where I come from. We used to say "whoa" a lot, like outside, like
Okay.
on my blocks and where I came from. So I used to go to jail a lot. Like I go to jail for 30 days, get out, back to jail for 10 days. I'm in jail for 6 months. I was going to jail so much. So anytime I went into the mess hall, I would say "whoa" to see if anybody says it back, to know if my people
Right.
are in there.
Yeah.
So then it was Whoa Gang, because I'm criminal thinking. So I'm
Hmm.
Whoa Gang. I sit down with my mom. She said, "Man, you better take the gang out of that before you get indicted again." Because I got indicted 3 times for
Right.
different drug charges. So my mom was like, man, you gotta get away from me with all this gang shit. Gang, you're gonna get my house raided, kid." So I'm like, all right. I love Tupac, Thug Life, Whoa
Yeah.
Life, winning over everything in life. So then that became the mentality of spelling it WOE, to
Hmm.
actually turn the yell out whoa that we yelling into something that we could actually own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Joe, but whoa, and winning over everything, add the life. So winning over everything in life. So that's the mindset that I wake up with. That it's never a loss, just a lesson. That's why I end all my lives with that. To whatever they see or don't see, when they make it to the end, I always tell them, remember, it's never a loss, just a lesson in life. So everything you go through, depending on how you look at it, determines your response. So like when a kid falls and scrapes their knee, if the mom says, "Oh baby," the baby cries.
Yeah.
If the mom says it's okay, the baby's strong. So in
Yeah.
my mind, I remember falling in the park at 6, and my mom said, "Get up, boy." I've been getting myself up ever since.
Yeah.
So shout out to my mother Toya. That's why my first project I put out was called Toya's Son.
Damn.
I wanted them to know her. She made this.
Yeah, yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. She did a beautiful job. What a smart woman. Like, what a smart mom. Like, man, listen, the world is tough out here. Like, it's not even a joke. I'm a boy mom, right? I'm a boy mom. I don't know. Most people know that. Not everybody, but I'm a boy mom. That's all I made. And and like it's the same way because it's too tough. Like, you got to figure it out because once those doors open and that's it, right? Like, you need to know how to stand a little bit on your own. I'm like, and we ain't always going to be here either, right? God forbid there come a day. But no, it sounds, I mean, listen, going in and out of jail and all this stuff, all that to me, it sounds like a lot of resourcefulness. If you got to make some, I don't even want to call it money, but if you got to make sure that the lights are on, you got to make sure that things are happening.
Oh yeah.
Like
I was like, that was like not even selling drugs to me. That was like, that was life. Like 9 years old, my uncle says, if this guy knocks at that door 2 times, 2 blue bags. This guy knocks at the door 1 time, the other blue bag. I'm selling dope at 9 years old. So when I'm older and my uncle got deported, but these people see me as a kid, they're like, yo, man, can you get me that stuff? Right. Oh, yeah, of course. I know how to get you that stuff. You got the money. Like,
right.
So that was regular at 14 years old. I'm like, yeah, this is life. Like, I'll spend my last $100 to re-up on an 8-ball if I blew my whole bag on sneakers and clothes, try to look fly. Now I only wear WoeLife shit. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Whoa. You know what I'm saying? But all the way to the jacket, right? You know what I'm saying? I only wear my own now, but I come from blowing all my drug money on designer clothes, blowing all my money on polo, stuff like that. So I feel like going through all of that made me look at it all like, damn, you don't even need those kind of clothes, bro. Like, you don't even need to do that. I wear dirty Timbs the most, and I'm comfortable. I'm outside quick, fast, easy, and I'm not worried. All I have to do is rap good, and I rap phenomenal. So I just need to show up. It doesn't matter what I wear no more. So I save money on that by wearing my own. But yeah, from selling drugs as a kid to an adult, it was never a crime. I'm like, why are these guys bothering me? I'm trying to feed my family. Leave me alone. That was my thought. And then going to jail for delivery, getting out, going to jail for delivery, doing 8 months, getting out, going to jail for delivery, doing a year, getting out, going to jail for delivery. Still trying. I'm like, damn, like all these deliveries. All my deliveries, they only gave me the most 15 months if I take a 10-year cap. So, all right, well, not a 10-year cap, but hey, take this 10 years probation with a year to serve. So when you get out, you got 9 years probation. All right, I'll take that. I've been taking that since I was 14. So I had probation till I was 20. No, till I was 30. I was on probation since 14 till I was on probation for 19 years.
Damn.
So whatever that is, from 14 to that, I was on probation all those years. So I was never a free person. Damn. Anytime I got out of jail, I was on papers since 14 to my 30s. So now that I'm off the papers, I don't got to ask probation. Can I go see Skylar? Can I go to New Orleans? Can I go to Portland? Can I go to Connecticut? Now I just be doing it on my own because I remember being on that damn court bus and all because of like mainly drug selling, you know what I'm saying? And truthfully, I even got domestic violence, because I see my mom get beat and take the guy back. So I don't think there's a problem. Bitch, I'll slap the shit out you.
Right, totally. Yeah.
That's what my mentality was. Now I'm like, damn, that's a weak man.
Yeah.
But I never even considered myself a man because I just thought I was just a young nigga thugging. I'm like, what? I don't got no father. I don't know nothing about that. Fuck out my face. So I come from caring about my children so much that I wanted to be the best father, the best man I could be to provide for them. So, but yeah, with the drugs, it was never a crime. That was not crime. That was the way of life. I'm telling the cops, why are you bothering me? I'm not shooting nobody today. I'm not robbing nobody today. I'm delivering a service. They want crack, and nigga, I got it. I'm coming from that. So I was never seen it as a problem, but that's how that lifestyle gets you, you know? So now I teach my son. My son's already successful in music. He made his first $36 streaming.
Congratulations.
So thank you. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, I tell my son that I'd be like, yo, bro. But yeah, I'm like, yo, son, you're already successful. Now, the harder I work, I'm going to make sure I keep directing traffic towards you so that your streams can increase, so that they can see you. So one day, instead of that $35 check, you get a $35,000 check.
Yeah, man.
Or for music. You know what I'm saying? So music is really literally saving my life. There's sometimes I don't got bread and I get a check from DistroKid, $600.
Yeah.
Check from DistroKid, $200. Check from DistroKid, 8 cents. Check from DistroKid, $90. Check from DistroKid, $150. Check from DistroKid, $125. check from Distro Kid. Like, that's what I'm saying. Those checks come now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, all I got to do is keep reaching new people and spreading my message on the mission I'm on. And I just want to see everybody at their best. So if I see I can help you somewhere, I try to push that help towards you. Some people think I'm like so helpful that I want something from them. I don't want nothing from you. God has blessed me already. You know what I'm saying? So some people literally be like confused at the way I offer my knowledge. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
so and that's all from just saying drugs was not selling drugs. It was just a way of life from how I seen it. Uncle's drug dealing, mom drug dealing, aunt's drug dealing, cousins drug dealing, and just a way of life as a kid. So now that I get money from YouTube, I get money from DistroKid, I get money from Spotify, I get money from interviews, merch, shows. It's like, yo, I just gotta turn my 500 monthly listeners into 50,000.
Yes.
And at 50,000, your life, my whole life could change.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Those 50,000 that really follow me, the 500 that follow me now, I'm grateful for every single one of those people because now I can put my music out and it gets 1,000 streams on its own because they want to hear it. So now I have a reason to keep spreading my message because I have a real deal listening base. So that's incredible. But once I get to like a higher number, then I want to start to change the platform for everyone. So once I'm at that level, it's like, okay, I seen this artist right here. He might not know how to distribute. He don't know how to produce himself. Hey, I'm the guy that you should sign with, and you could bring your mother with you to read this contract. We ain't gonna jerk you, and I want you to win. This is the layout. I've done it myself. I'm gonna put you on route. Now you're on tour. You know what I'm saying? I don't want much, bro. Let me get back 10%. Go be great.
Yeah.
Like I'm literally that's the knowledge I'm seeking to come back and change the infrastructure. Because I was the dirty kid on the corner, no one gave a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
all from the drugs, because they see my mom was on drugs, from selling to being on drugs. They're like, oh, we don't gotta be nice to that kid. He's dirty anyways. That shit. As a kid, like that should be crazy. I remember going up to one of them drug dealers I seen in my house, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, man? You remember me?" And the nigga was like, "Man, get the fuck out of here, little nigga." Like I'm like, damn, like this nigga was just serving my mom. I was like, damn, no love, no respect. You took money from my house. My first thought is, we on live, but I'm like, you
I
could
know.
be unalived
Mm-hmm.
at 10, 11. Think of
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah.
So I had to literally survive through those piranhas and not become a drug addict myself.
I was
I
just gonna say, I
learned
mean,
God is the greatest. I've never
yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
drug. My mother, I learned from everything she's seen and went through. I didn't never thought that was my path, and it isn't. So that's why I'm on this side of it. But yeah, the drug game is an evil thing, man. Especially if you on the addict side of it and seeing it with an independent mom. Like I met my dad when I was 18. And I was giving him 8 balls. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For free because I'm
Mhm.
trying to impress him.
You were-
Like, no, I'm good, Dad. I got it. You
Mhm.
know damn well he shouldn't be taking from me.
Yeah. Never,
He
ever.
don't take from me. You guy ain't never bought me a pair of sneakers.
No, no. Yeah, never
Yeah.
mind what it is, but for real, like, yeah, yeah. Well, my opinion doesn't really matter, but I don't know. But I mean, I understand all of this because I've been through all of this. And you're right. Like, it's, it's challenging. It's challenging to be, an addict, but more impressively that you actually navigated all of that. And like when we started this conversation specifically about this, I was like, listen, it wasn't about selling drugs. It was about being resourcefulness because obviously,
Yes.
you had, we got to keep the lights on. We got to keep the kids fed or whatever that looks like. Right. And so I can appreciate that. A lot of people don't understand that though, because they're not on that side of it. They're on the other side of it. And, and it takes from them or whatever. But I don't know. It's it's tough to say. And again, we're on the live, so it can be a touchy subject, but I appreciate the fact that you sorted through that, to go ahead and put that in your music and let us understand that there really is people that come through that and don't have to be out there tearing themselves up, all funky like, because, it's really, really impressive. So tell me, is that okay? Like, so I'm going to put Block Story on for a second, but like, is that maybe the most appropriate one of the ones that you sent to me that kind of encapsulates that?
So Block Story, that's just that's one of my artists.
Mm-hmm.
And,
okay.
That's him telling his story about like a night of going through our projects where we come from.
Okay.
So he didn't really know how to put his music out the way I did, and he don't know how to engineer or produce. So I did all his albums. He got 7 albums, and I produced, engineered, mixed, mastered all his albums. And so when I was putting out this album, I was like, yo, I'm gonna put you. Look, we still getting visitors.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I want to put you on my album at track number 4 because I think it's number 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to put you track number 4 because I want them to at least, if they make it to 5, they hear you once at least. So I put him in the first selection like that, just to give him, let him be heard on my sound, because the people that don't know him, I wanted them to be able to hear him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little tiny baby.
But yeah, so that's Block on that project right there. We could definitely play that. He would be astounded, like, why you get my bro got that record played again in the radio?
Yeah, let me put that on real quick. It's nice. I mean, there wasn't a song that I wasn't about today, but yeah.
Yeah, this is thank you. This is Block Story, man. Engineer all by me.
Scared, don't know what to do, I'm trying to chill. So no, but just grateful got up out of there, man. You heard? Whoa. Big O. Whoa. You already know. Can't spell that whoa without that O.
Hold on.
Cold nights, I was out serving stones. Young boy on that curb all alone. Hit my pager, this was before a mobile phone. 2 to 3, I was in the zone. I meant 2 to 3, that was what was the code. Keep it quiet, if you know, then you know. And only knock twice when you get up on the dough. Way before Fetty made a killing with the road. When they didn't glorify snitches, wasn't telling what they sold. They're heavy just to settle up the skull. Not no more, they quick to pull the hammer. Young boy, trust me, I understand ya. But think before you act, cause I got 4 kings and I gotta make it back. Bring your face if you ever risk that. Put my city on my back, put a leash on the game, and I ain't giving no slack.
None at all. Yo, it's like, you feel me? Bone was like, yo, pull up over here, shot, pull up over there. You know what I'm saying? Did a little bit, man. You supposed to have them right, man. Had them chicken, man. Did a little thing, man. Police came, had to get up out of there. But, man, fucking you up. But, yo, was, man, I came back, man. Coming down to the little shorty crib. They pulled me over. They was over there looking for this stack. Took me, yo, what happened? I don't even know what you talking about. I go over here and see my little thing, you feel me?
Wicked out here, boy. Sounds happy, man. About hey. Tell me how look. Pop left him at the store, and I can't tell you about what Block did at the door. And if I give you the numbers, then they'll get me off the details. Real plug, so don't care about no weed sales. If we fail, no we'll be back up off the street sales. Merch or something, don't get me hungry or something. Yeah, and it's the easy life. And they got their eyes closed or something, cause they can't see me right. Talking stories, we don't wanna hear them. I stumped out my 40. Yeah, I gotta get that to the ones that fell. 100 on me if I'm ever in the cell. I cannot slip if my dog's up. Gotta be quick when you walk up. Yeah, cause we're silence, and we don't gotta silence. Yeah, you understand how I'm coming? If not, they running. Started out with nothing, gonna make it to 100 plus. These really, they be under us. Sold a lot of in them doorways. If you dig it, then you get it. If not, don't overstep it or undersweat it. Listen, top launch when you own your music. Then you got the leverage. These too confused. I got the leverage, yeah, but I ain't never gonna quit this. Real talk, I know it too gifted. My team with me, this beam with me. Any problem, that's 350 plus and up, and that's to settle the score. coming back ever no more. Coming back. How I do just effortless. How I do they got an effortless. On my stash.
Hey, who's at the door? Block, man.
Nah, I got up out of there, but it was like, you know, the boys almost had me, man. They wanted us to spot. They was banging at the door, so I'm like, yo, we know you in there, you know you in there. Go open the door. Shorty in there crying, scared, don't know what to do. I'm trying to tell her chill. So no, but just grateful got up out of there, man. You heard?
Yeah, you know, like
Whoa. Big O.
What?
crazy. That's a real block story, like. And I sent you all the radio edits because you know I wanted to be able to be seen and heard everywhere.
Wow. Listen, yeah, whoa is right.
Yeah, we got that dirty on only on evenbeta.com. You type in KingHansom Code Outside on Even, you could get that full album right there. So shout out to Even for letting me be on that site. I made $500 off that album already.
You about to make some more because that, yeah.
Thank you to everybody that purchased that, man. It came at a real time of need too. So that was dope to see a check for $500 from that album that I didn't think was gonna make money because I just wanted to put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, let's just put Code outside, like, and it made me money. Like, it probably got more. I didn't check in a couple months, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's so important.
Real album.
Yeah. Listen, it's so important. Like, you know, when we were saying before, like it's about the kids. More importantly, you know, and no shade to the girls, but it's about the dudes, and it has always been in my life. And it's not about being a boy mom or whatever. It's, you know, it's like, you know, I believe it wholeheartedly. Like the dudes are the backbone of society, you know, and if it wasn't for that, then our economy would be shit. And you know, we can get on that in another conversation. It doesn't have to be here, but it's super important that we keep our dudes protected. Like,
thank you
all the time, you know? And so like for you to come in and, you know, it's proof that like, whether you meant to make money or not, like you can do it without having to look outside of your, you know, your passion or whatever it needs to be. Like you can go ahead and put your heart and your soul into something and let it trickle back a little bit. So it doesn't need to come back millions of bucks. I mean, that would be nice, but it's cool. Like that's, you know, $500 that pays some bills in my world. Right. And so it's like, it's nice to hear that you don't have to be out here like heavy grinding all the time. You can go ahead and sit in the studio, hang out with your homies, make a little bit of music, put it out there, trust the process a little bit, you know, because these young dudes are really killing themselves and each other over crazy shit all the time, and it doesn't need to be that way always.
And I'm coming from that. My little cousin Splashy Rock got killed picking up my other little cousin De Niro from daycare. They shot the car up, shot his sister in the back 3 times. She lived, but he crashed into a tree and the airbag broke his neck. Dang. But they was shooting at the car and he was trying to get away. And so that's like he was an artist. So I didn't even know he had beef because he's just my little cousin. So I learned from seeing that happen to him to make sure I'm not being followed. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I said I don't make music for kids. Like I make music for people that have been through things. So my son's making music now. Go listen to him if you want to hear that. You know
like, we're grown over here. Yeah.
Like we're grown. Like I'm not playing. Like I'm dead serious. No matter how much I hate my grades, I have to embrace them. This is who I am.
Yeah, I'm here.
Like this is who I am. Like I'm 36 right now. I'm 1989. So I'm just thankful to be here. Like, you know what I'm saying? And have my children. And I'm having a daughter. Like I'm about to have a daughter.
Yes.
Like, that's a blessing from God. So
those pictures though, I'm like, damn, like put me. I mean, my son just turned 1 the other day, so you know.
God
but I
bless
was like,
you.
yeah, thank you. I was like, shoot, I really got to step up my photography situation. We don't got no Instagram pictures. Like,
wow. Nah, we did it real big. We did it real big, man. Her family rented out the Marriott and wanted to do it real nice. This is her first baby. So she's really, really loved by her whole family. So they all came out to support her, and my family came out to support me. And, you know, and we come from not having a good communication when we first started. But when my kid's mother didn't answer me no more in jail, I remember she always had my back. So I reached out, and we just been locked in ever since. There was even times I told her, hey, I'm going to try to fix this with my kid's mother, so you're not going to hear from me. And my kid's mother, I'm talking to her, and she's like, "You still talking to that bitch?" And I'm just like, "Yo, like, bro, like, I'm trying with you, girl. What are you doing?" So when that didn't work, and there was a new guy in the house, and I'm just like, "Yo, I'd rather go where I'm celebrated instead of tolerated." So I'm out, and got out, and never looked back. But my kid's mother and I were great friends, you know. But I really had to let her go. Like this girl could go have intercourse with my cousin, and I say, you know what? It was my fault. I forgive you. For real, like I loved her that much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So her oldest daughter, which is my daughter Juliana, my name is Julius. Her oldest daughter is Juliana. I raised that girl like she was always my daughter. But when she was 4 years old, we took a DNA test, and she's my cousin's daughter. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I raised her as my own to this day. So, you know, I had to really be a man to do that. And I was doing that when I didn't even know what a man was. I just knew it wasn't that little girl's fault.
Yeah.
So I always had this heart. It's just I was giving it to, you know, my baby mama.
Yeah.
And she was giving hers to my cousin.
To wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, like so, like, damn. Shout out to my cousin, man. I ain't even mad at him now. I'm blessed.
Sorry.
Yeah. Shout out to my cousin. He was doing his thing, you heard?
Yeah.
He was slacking that thing, you heard? Oh, man.
Oh, shoot.
God is the greatest, though. Yeah, God is the greatest, man. Hey, WoeLife for the children. You feel me?
Yeah.
WoeLife for the children, like, cause I know that the kids watch me. So, like, yo, my sons, my nieces and nephews, they have a WoeLife handshake.
What?
I said, how you got a handshake? I didn't make it up. I'm the leader. How you making up a handshake? So I'm conscious. I gotta watch it. Because, you know, our conscience lives forever. So I'm conscious when I wake up, conscious before I go to sleep, just to make sure I'm aware of everything that I should be aware of. So when I see the kids doing that, I'm like, damn, I gotta think before I act, because if I go have a bad day and it goes public, they think it's okay to have that same reflection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Infamous Ma on the check-in. Totally appreciate you. Me and her's working on a project right now. We've been working on this project for, I want to say, over a year. We've been working on the project. So, and, you know, depression is real. So I wasn't even like in a headspace to deal with it myself. So I was just like, yo, we'll get it when God wants us to get to it. You know what I mean? So shout out to her for checking in, man. I seen her on the other phone. You know, I really got two phones, man. I got the iPhone and the Android.
You never let that part go, eh?
I can't, bro. I can't.
There we are.
When all else fails, the Android prevails. But yeah, though, so I'm just so blessed right now. So it's hard for me to hate or have hate for someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if anybody seen me recently have like a outburst, I felt like I was defending God's people. Because how do you lie and then make it seem like we're trying to hurt you? Like, bro, I come from assassination. Don't play with us. You know what I'm like, bro, I'm doing good now. Don't bother me. Like, I wish you the best. I don't owe you nothing. You left this friendship owing me. So let's keep it like that. And you know, I had some backlash from people that care about me. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Do you not know who you are? Like, bro, you can't be doing that. You can't be responding to people. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
really.
yo, I don't think like that. I'm with me every day, so I don't know how you see me. I thought I could tell them.
No.
What the hell are you talking about? But it's like, now you can't even do that, bro, because you actually have an audience. And I'm like, yo, like, it's still new to me, man. So I'm dissecting this.
Well, I think you have it under control, to be quite honest, because you're so authentic. Like, you couldn't. I mean, you know how people they sell out around. I don't even know. I don't think that you could if you tried. You know what I mean? You know how some people it ain't. There's not even a possibility, because it's too thick. It's too deep. It's past that.
Yeah.
You're past.
I was in this private conversation, and the word. Wow, my phone just said a 10% thing. I was in this private conversation and the word sacrifice came up.
Yeah.
And I was gone. I was gone. I was like I played it cool to get out of the room,
Right.
but I knew I wasn't going to be ever back in that room.
No.
So it's like, damn, like that's what that is. That's what the industry is. Like, I don't know why that word came up the first time with me. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, nah, like that doesn't. My stomach start rumbling. I'm
You got
hungry.
to
I
be
gotta go
careful
eat.
though. Yeah, you got to be careful with that kind of stuff because the synchronicity when the signage starts popping up and the synchronicities start crossing over, you got to start taking those messages and like, protect yourself real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, before you dip, because you said 10%, but hold on.
Oh yeah, I got a charger.
Yeah, hold on, because I got, I'm really curious to know how you took all of this to transform it into business, because obviously you've been in business the whole time. We talked about you being resourcefulness, right? And so, like, how does that translate into the music world? Like, there's got to be that piece where, and I don't want to speak for you, but I'm imagining that there's a lot of things that you took from that and utilize every single day.
So from the trapping side,
yeah.
So I was taught to keep a product. So now the merch is the product at all times.
Mm-hmm.
So I always got a hoodie for sale, something for sale, productly, like this jacket. Like this jacket is never gonna be made again. I got this jacket for sale with the jeans I made it with for $1,500.
There you go.
So if you wanna have an authentic outfit that I created, this other side is that's the other side. This side glow in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on the jeans that I created with it has this going down the side. So and then this going down the other side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I created this, and this could be yours for the right price. Like, so like I'm serious about that. And I'm from a royal bloodline of Narragansett Indians. When I say Wayamish, I'm telling you be well in my native language. So when I went to my family's museum and I see how we have some of our clothing behind this glass, and it's memorabilia. That's why I see it. Like, yo, I wore that. I'm KingHansom, bro. Like, you, not you personally, but you might not know that my bloodline is royal. But when the movie's all done and they're telling the story, you'll say, wow, that's why he walked like that. That's why he carried himself like that. That's why he gave away so much knowledge like that. Because I'm from royal bloodline, bro. Like, I'm literally from it. And I just pass the knowledge on as far as letting the people know you are God's people. You know what I'm saying? All the way back to the saying, I am all that I am. And I know that now. So it's like, man, these are earthly garments, bro.
Yeah.
If you care about those kind of things, we got some memorabilia for you over here, and it's priceless. You know what I'm saying? And I remember it used to be big to re-up with 1,500. Now this jacket with the jeans is 1,500. So that's where I'm at right now with that, from coming from the drug part of it to the merch part of it to the music part of it to the interview side of it. I'm always pushing a product. I learned that from the streets in Master P. Yo, Master P, come holler at me, bro. I'm an independent black man. Well, shit, I'm native. I can't even say black when you think about the etimon of the word. So I'm native to this land. They can't send me nowhere. I can't get deported. I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? So this is my natural land. I'm from here. But so when you think of the etimon of the word, they wouldn't say I'm black. That's how you put the laws apply to you. You know what I'm saying? So the gold and silver doesn't apply to my people. This is our land that we lease you. I understand the knowledge. Since I understood that knowledge, I've been able to maneuver through jails, and that's not for me. I'm a king. I don't need to be behind your gate to tell me how to move. So I figured that out now. And all the way back to the drug side of it, the drugs was the part that kept bringing me into the jail. So let's remove the drugs and make a new product, WoeLife. And back to my uncle, he got a song. He says in his song, now what you do, woo, woo. That's this song from the 80s. And I'm thinking I'm doing something new when I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Right. I'm just reciting what I heard now in my day and age. You know what I'm saying? So it really goes back to the full circle with everything. Shout out to Infamous Mob. We was having a conversation about how it all comes full circle from childhood to adult. And yeah, I literally think from my uncle having that record and me hearing it as a kid to get into my lane of music, I'm saying whoa, whoa, and he was saying woo, woo. So it's I'm taking that path instead of following my uncles that got killed in the streets,
Yeah, man,
and
he's calling
they
you
was
over
drug dealers.
there. Yeah, he's calling you over there. He's like, no, you got to come over here, though. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
and I
Like,
never met this guy.
yeah,
Never
but you
met him.
don't have to, though. You don't have
Yeah, I
to.
never met him. I just know who my dad is now, so I
Yeah.
know who his uncle is.
Right.
Crazy,
Yeah, that's
crazy.
beautiful. Yeah, a
Yo,
lot
we
of
got
people.
Skylar Ray coming to Fall River to headline the Overdose Awareness Festival.
Beautiful.
He's coming
Beautiful.
out to Fall River, Massachusetts, August 29th to headline that festival. My
Very cool.
guy, my brother, Skylar Ray, in the motherfucking East Coast doing a festival that he's the headline. And I knew he was gonna be that when I bought a water bottle from him 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
believed in him that much.
yeah. Explain this to me because, like, I mean, he is really
Well,
heavy
life for
into.
the children.
Right, right. But like, how does like, do you guys know each other from before? Like, how does that relationship happen? Because you're really sitting on not opposite ends. I mean, this is
Yeah,
not,
it's
but
the
you
opposite.
are
Yeah,
right
it's the
in
opposite.
all things, like in
Yeah.
all
Yep.
sides. Like, so how does that happen?
So I was on Facebook. I had just left my studio. I made a record called King Hustle, because that's my name. Is King Hustle and Never Sleep on Money. That's Hansom, how I spell it.
Yeah.
King Hustle and Never Sleep on Money. So my real name is King Hustle. So I wake up with the mentality to keep grinding, hustle and never sleep on money. Or the opposite, hustle and never sleep on me, to tell you that.
Yeah.
So I was just making that hook, went on Facebook, and I seen this white kid in a black hoodie with mad merch in front of him. And I'm getting out of the streets and I'm transitioning into merch being everything. So I'm like, oh shit, that's a great setup. I wish I had a setup like that. So I reached out to the kid. I'm like, yo, what's going on, man? What's your story? And I like to buy a water bottle if I like your story. So he tells me, yeah, man, I'm in recovery. I instantly think of my mom. I'm like, yeah, bro, send me that water bottle. I want it for my mother. Send it to my mom. You know what I'm saying? So he sent it to my mom, and I stayed in touch with him, followed him, checked his page out, seen he was doing that song with Kayla called Running, Chasing Breath. So I was like, wow, why this guy makes good music. So I had that song when I first met him. I sent it to him, like, yo, bro, what you think about this? He was like, yeah, I love it, bro. So I sent him a number that I was comfortable sending him to show my belief in him. And he was ecstatic with the number. I'm just like, yeah, bro. It's like, I believe in what you're doing, bro. Stay on your path. And that was 5 years ago. So now he's about to come out this way and headline Overdose Awareness Festival. Shout out to Infamous Mind helping us line that up and just having the thought process for it. But this is things that I wanted to do. So it's like she thinks she's lining it up, but I've been manifesting this since I bought a water bottle.
Right.
And that's why I always be telling people I'm not nowhere God don't put me. I'm only where God put me. Hold on, before you go, man. So I was on my way to do a drug deal and I was arguing. So I wasn't having a good day. So I got there. I didn't go because I was arguing. These guys get raided. I was on my way there. I said, I'm out. I'm getting out this. And I literally made it out the drug game because I was arguing. And I was just like, I don't feel like doing this right now. I'm arguing. So literally following my gut every time is how I made it here. Literally just following my gut.
Listen, it's actually what I was gonna say. Like, I was gonna say, like, it is so important to lead with that. Like, if you start your day with that, if you lead with that, if that's your mantra, everybody, I'm no, this isn't a white people thing, but all the white people talk about the mantras and they're into yoga and stuff. And I'm like, right, yeah, get the t-shirts, write it on your mirrors or whatever. It's
we
like,
do recover.
right, yeah, exactly. And so, like, whatever you got to do to make that happen, and it doesn't have to necessarily be like positivity or an antidepressant or a lifestyle or whatever. It can very much be about self-love
smoking
and
that.
just doing what you need to be doing.
Glass
Like,
on it. So I don't smoke no glass, bro. It's just I don't smoke glass, bro. Crack pipes is glass, bro. I don't do that. It's not crack. I know, but it has a glass pipe. I don't do glass. Okay. Thank you, though.
gotta
Boom
come
always
back
giving
with
me
them
gifts.
with them rollies.
Boom.
Yeah.
I just don't fuck with it. I'm so grateful though.
Yeah.
That's where he should have talked to the people that can't fuck with the glass to tell them we need the other side too. Yes, you put the glass on because he thought it was being fancy. Yeah, it's too fancy for me.
Fancy.
Fancy for me. Thank you though, Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
You come back with those
Boom,
rollies.
thanks for letting me use the studio too, bro. Boom always let me get in here and
Thanks
just
for
chill.
having us.
What was you saying though? I feel like I interrupted you.
No, it's all good. I just meant like, it's really important to have that in your day, whether it's with your name or the way that you represent yourself or the way that, you talk to people or carry yourself, walk, whatever, all those things that you're talking about. Like, people really overlook those little nuances and those little, tidbits. But it's like, if you really do believe in that, if you really do start your day like that, you really do live like that, then you have no choice but, to tap into like the law of positivity and the law of attraction and the art of asking and all these really cool things that bring those, all this beautifulness to you, and you can I'm not a super religious person, but I do experience these things all the time. So whatever it may be, higher power, whatever, it's like when you really do exercise your right to be a good person and be, strong with both feet on the ground, then that's what happens near you regardless. Right. And it's like, so it's neat that you really do live like that all the time to every little thing that you were just talking about. Yeah.
I like they was looking at me like I was the plug. They was hoping that guy met me, and it couldn't happen that day because it wasn't God's plan.
Right?
Nah, not feeling it. I don't care. Respect's worth more than money. I'm arguing. I don't feel good. I ain't going. I don't need the money. I don't care about this. Like that. When I feel like that, that's what it is. And that's sometimes you might get an ignorant king. But I'm doing everything I can to make sure I protect ourselves, our lives, my kids, my children. I'm thinking in advance because you have to have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Like, so I'm not winging that when it comes to playing in the streets with that. Anytime I meet these people, I'm walking into never coming home.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I gotta remember that. So I told them 2:30. I've been there since 1:00.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like I can't afford to play. Like, and when I go see you, it's still not in my pocket. Like, I'll tell you where it is when I get to come this money and leave.
Listen,
so I was
no hand nothing. Yeah.
So I was literally playing that game. And it's like, yo, I got to get out of this, man. They got these guys. They might have been coming to see me or allegedly. We don't know. But it's time to make a stance. And my stance was we got to double up on the smirch. We got to never look back. We got to throw away this other cell phone. We got to literally cut ties. We got to move the house. We need new cars. Yeah. We got to start from scratch. Yeah. like for real. And that's exactly what I did.
Yeah. Good for you.
Yo, seriously, I rap about that a lot. I say, you think I know? I say shit like if you don't, you're not really my friend if you don't know where I sleep. Yeah. I don't trust none of these boys. I don't trust none of you guys. If you don't know where I sleep, it's because I don't trust you. And if you think I trust you, you're crazy. You just killed my uncle. You killed my other uncle. You just killed Splashy Rock. You just killed Derek. I don't trust none of you. So that's how I move. I'm never comfortable where I come from because that's where we get killed the fastest. So I don't like to be out there. Like, I love the people that love me, but I don't know who loves me. Yeah. I love the people who love me, but I don't know who loves me.
Put that
shout out to Bubbles, man. I know Bubbles love me. Yo, shout out to Skylar Ray in the check-in. That's my brother. Yo, everybody, we call Skylar Ray Rayzo because he's always trying to cut us in the group chat. He's talking shit to us every day. This guy is hilarious. He just told AC that he was a scammer and don't send him a bad email again or he'll never do the song.
What?
Yo, you know, me and AC was running around on tour. So, you know, Skylar's jealous. He can't be with us. Right, so he's telling AC, you're a scammer. You stole my friend.
Aw.
Yo, it's
Oh,
so funny, he's always cutting up, bro.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so AC then went on Google, got a screenshot of a dog that's bigger than pound cake and said, "Yeah, watch for my dog, see your dog."
Oh
Crazy, yo. I love my friends, man. We're so blessed, man. We like, oh man,
no.
we're so blessed, man. We're so blessed. It's so ill to have that group chat. We don't even talk separately no more. We just talk in
Right.
the group chat.
In
Like
the group chat.
we all on the same page. We just
Man.
talk in the group chat every day. Like, I'm not gonna talk to him individually because we all gonna laugh about this later. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I have that kind of community that, like, when I'm putting out a new song or a project, as long as they hear it, I'm great. Because that's my real people. Like, that's my hip hop community. Like, I got my team. Like, and I got other people, but that's like, good morning, bro. Good night, bro. Like, we say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we're always chopping up in there. And it might be like AC2 Code just said in the comments, whoa, I'm still up from yesterday. I had him on tour with me for the first 3 days. We went to Albany. We went to Rhode Island. We went to Connecticut. We went to Brooklyn yesterday. And then I came back to Massachusetts to do the hosting of the show tonight. And they topped it up with the former mayor. And I wanted to make sure I had time for this interview at 10. That's why I've been logged
Thank
in
you.
since, But yeah, so just staying at that pace. And it's easy for me because I used to have crackheads call my phone that would bring me to every city, every state, every place. Like, so I'm just doing it now, but it's for music. So it's like I've been doing this already. Like, I used to think we need to get 1 million sales, but now we don't need 1 million sales. If I have 100 loyal fans to support me, that could get me through. 100 loyal fans, that could get me through. Instead of having those 6 custies that call my phone, hey, I got 100. Hey, I got 200. Hey, I got $80. Hey, can you front me something? Like, that was my traffic. That was my day, chasing these addicts. Now, I just put a product out there that's legit and reach my true believers. So, all the way, yeah, that's how it really works.
I don't know if you know this, but do you know that I changed, like, my trap line is now our warm line to answer crisis calls.
That's
For
dope.
real. Yeah.
That's
That's
dope.
how that happened.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
So the phone you was trapping off is
Yes.
the saver line now.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that's what happened there. And it was wild because we changed it over. Like, it was still the same.
Wait. So you was trapping too. Yo, see, that's what I'm saying. You never know, bro.
Mhm.
You never know, bro. It's like that's crazy. Like, you was like, you turned your phone, like, went legit to the point where this phone now is still active, but it's for the opposite side of it all.
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Those people that have that kind of line, they go to jail and sell it for thousands.
Listen, 10, 15,000 people are off. No, listen, that
yeah,
thing.
you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'll buy that phone from you, bro. Like,
yeah, people's like,
crazy.
yeah. 10, 15,000. Like, it was, easy for
crazy.
Sure. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's that's incredible. You need to see, you need a trophy for that.
I do. I have
a trophy for that.
Listen, I got
That's
a trophy
incredible.
for that. Like, I got a whole ass community. Like,
that's incredible.
Yeah, that's what we're doing out here. Yeah.
Yo, so how do I get to your community to, like, literally talk to the people in person at a podium? Like, that's the things I want to do. I have my passport now, and I'm off probation, and I don't want to just be only in America.
Yeah. That's easy. That's easy. I mean, Calico right now, she's putting on events all the time.
Shout out to Calico. I love Calico.
Talk to Calico. Yeah. We got a couple events coming up. She's got the one April 12th.
She's solid, yo.
She's solid. Yes. Like, so basically what happened, obviously her and I have completely different stories, but we had, I started Pinecase. She came in. Yeah, I started Pinecase. We started in like a detox center. I was going around talking to people,
Yeah, and you like got a janitor to get you a laptop.
Yeah,
right. Very persuasive.
Yeah,
that was lit. I heard that when you was doing the Skylar Ray interview.
Right.
That was fire. I was like, wow, like, you really did that. That's dope. That's a great thing.
There's
But yeah,
there's a song called Scapegoat by Atmosphere, and in there he talks, like, he says all sorts of really great shit. But anyways, I asked it actually started because I asked the doctor to print off the lyrics, because people were getting like color papers and stuff to color with, and I was like, can you just print me off these lyrics or whatever? And so I used that to convince the janitor that we were going to be talking about Jesus, and that the music was going to be about. And so when he came into the room and he was like, what, like, this isn't that? And I was like, yeah, it is, like, it's totally fine or whatever. But by then we had already, like, you know, got all the chairs out, made a circle, and made it look real professional and shit, so he couldn't shut it down. And then we ran that for 3 days like that. And
that's lit.
And the detox center, like, they're like, yeah, we're interested, like, you can come back and run this program. And then word of mouth got around, and I was we ended up going, like, it just went from one place to another, the rehab clinics, shelters, all this stuff, all, you know, right till the end. And then towards the end I was like, okay, I gotta bring this inside a little bit, right? Like, I got to bring this inside. I was pregnant, so no one knew that, but I was like, okay, I got to bring this indoors a little bit. And so we turned it into a bursary for the kids. We're like, listen, we'll just, like, we're going to raise awareness, raise some money, and then turn it into a project where we can, like, you know, do these outreach initiatives and give money to the kids, get them set up with what they need, whether it's a guitar or drum kit, dance lessons, whatever. Like, that's what we were moving towards. And so Calico's son, who DJ Lion, he's amazing.
DJ Lion, man.
Yeah, he was one of like 500 kids, and he did the whole thing, wrote in, you know, put through the application and stuff. And we'll get the link up for this year's bursary in the comments here soon. But
that's dope.
He got the bursary, and Calico was like, this is like, I want to be a part of this. How do I become part of this? You know? And I was like, all right, cool. So she took on this massive piece of programming for me, which is like, you know, I was sitting at home with my belly underneath the camera so no one could see it, like this podcast or whatever. And she was out there in the streets making it happen. So now we've kind of set up,
man.
Yeah, it's amazing. So now we're getting into event coordinating. We've done a couple, we got a couple more, but yeah. I mean, obviously,
you guys are like, what are you doing is literally God's work.
Oh, thank you.
Real. You have to have like a heart full of is it humility?
Humility and humanity, yeah.
Yeah, like you literally gotta care about others.
Yeah.
I've been in rooms and seen people that didn't care about the next person. I've seen it. Like, you can smell that. Like, that person don't give a fuck about us. That person don't care about the community. Like, you can. I literally feel that kind of shit and get away from it fast. But you guys, what you're doing, like, I didn't know the depths of it all, but I always see you guys giving people a platform to tell their story from any side they want to tell it from. So that's just powerful already. And now to know that you turn your trap phone into your save your phone. And you got your team with you, and you're even helping the kids. And I never had a job. If I had one, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
That's the job I would want. I would help people. So even with my drug money, I used to give it all away.
But it's the same. It's the exact same thing. I mean, the only difference is that I grew up in a studio, but never made music. Right. And so it's the exact same thing. We did the exact same thing. I mean, my mom was like, you know, she still is everyone calls her Auntie Nammy Darla because she just runs all over the fucking place, and we love her for it. But you know what I mean? And back then you couldn't live with a dude. You couldn't live with your dad, especially if he was black. Take a half black kid away from a white woman with blue eyes who's smoking crack, like that's not that.
Oh, wow.
Right? That's not that. And so, you know, back then you would end up in the system next door to your mom, right? Like, you'd be living next door to your mom, watching the shit go down. But and so while your dad's over in the mainland making music, just hanging out, never smoked a drug in his life, never swears, never nothing. But because he's black, that's not really an option, right? So that's where that came from. So it's the same thing. It's just that instead of,
that's crazy,
right? So it's the same thing. It's just that instead of making music, I just give people a platform to talk about it. Right. And that was the goal. Is like, how do you end stigma? Right. You talk about it. You get everybody in here to talk about what the hell they've gone through. It's the only way that we're ever going to change stigma. And stigma was what it keeps them sick, man. it keeps people from asking for help. It keeps people from reaching out. It keeps people from, reaching out to their family or helping their family, right? Because people are like, I don't want to fuck with that. Like, that's crazy. Like, and all that stigma. So the only way to do that, I felt, was to like give people a platform to talk about their story, regardless of what it was. So that way, when other kids, people, whatever, could look at this and be like, I identify with that guy. I know what that guy's going through. Wait a second, I'm not alone in this. This really is this. Like, okay, I can do this. We can, we don't have to trap out. We can, build merch and make music and kick it with each other and network and like, collect our checks here and there. Like, that's it. And
yes, like it's already a level of success, and it's at like a Harriet Tubman level, because it's underground. But it's there, it exists, it's real, the blueprint is there. You know what I mean?
That's wild.
And it's a real thing. It's like they used to braid your hair and put the escape route in the braids. And that was literally, you had to know how to braid. You know what I mean? Like now it's common to have braids even on a Caucasian. Not that it matters, but I'm saying that's how influential it is with what those braids did. You've seen so many braids, they was getting away. And that's where we are now with the music. We're putting out so much product, meeting so much people that from the streets, from that underground core life, we're getting away. Because in a minute, it's about to be real hard to get to us, because we're gonna like be on another level to where it's like, yo, bro, I'm about to go feed the kids in Africa. Sorry, I missed your call. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Listen, in my book, like next to my little scribbles that said Pinecase and all this, this is what we're gonna do, whatever.
How you started it,
yeah. It literally, like, so there's like the first 3 pages is like me. I wrote out my eulogy because for sure, like, I didn't think I was gonna make it out of some shit. And then the next page is like humble mumble, like, Outcast, humble mumble, and like I must have listened to that song like a million times since like grade 6 or whatever, like over and over and over and over again.
So you
like
really like hip hop?
Every art, yeah. It was
so,
every.
So you really understand my music?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And so, but I was like, that's the way we're gonna do it. Like, because people they're not feeding into the mainstream shit anymore. That's the only way to do it, is that humble mumble, that underground railroad, is that like that feeling of like, the passcodes when prohibition was happening, that speakeasy vibe. Like, it has to be that way. It's the only way now to convince people, like, we need to support each other and help each other, but to like keep it on the DL, on the underground, like, it has to be that dirty, because people don't want it clean. They don't want it pristine. They don't want it collected. They won't believe it. So it has to be like that. It has to be like that.
I was like, my life is literally changing. I was just with my people, DJ Nook, and he brought me to a weed church. So instead of a speakeasy, they called it a weed easy. So it's literally a church where you could pray to whatever you believe in, and then just smoke weed in the back, but the kids could be in the front. And there's a speaker in the back going from what the live DJ's playing in the front.
Dang.
And it's streaming on their church website, and then I'm the performer.
I love this. I love this.
Like,
wow, yes.
At a church. Like, this is incredible. And all I did was say what I felt in my heart, and that's what they wanted. So it's like, all the way from a speakeasy to the current days, weed easy, and weed's legal now. So it was like a play off of the words with it. But yeah, with you saying speakeasy, most people don't even know what that is.
No, for real though.
The prohibition, where they used to have the liquor stores or drink in those only special places that you couldn't get in there. Now I'm the guy in there performing, and I'm like, wow, like, this is crazy, like, but incredible at the same time. Hey, shout out to DJ Lion, because I heard you. Hey, bro, WoeLife for the children. We believe in you. Always believe in yourself, and remember, bro, anything you ever go through, if it's good or bad, look at it as a lesson every time, so you can always see the blessing in everything that you go through. From a child now, I already know you're very, very smart, but just pay attention to the signs that come to you, follow your heart, and remember, you already are good enough. I hope to see you, bro. Whoa. But yeah, I wanted to say that to Lion because I knew he was listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, those speakeasies, from the speakeasy to the weed easy, and me being the rapper there, I was just mind blown. Like there's days like that where I'm like, bro, I already made it. Like just because you might not know who I am, I don't know, I don't care. Like I'm already successful, bro. Like I'm successful in this, and I'm winning. Look at this. I'm just chilling right here, right? This guy got my bracelet just right here. Winning, winning all 23. Like that was just shit in it. And look, Road to Recovery tour.
Yeah.
Shout out to Skylar Ray, man. Just here already because that's the
Yeah.
energy I've been putting out. So now it's like that thing is little and it trickles and it's just a sprinkle, but it just happened to be right near where I was gonna sit today. And you know I didn't want to even sit here. I was out
No.
there. But yeah, shit happened. Shout out to my sister Vay in the comments. Appreciate you for tapping in. That's my sister Vay, transgender, transitioning, and that girl, just even the way me and her have our conversations makes me know she's strong and she's always gonna be good because I was there to raise her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to my sister Vay in the chat, man. I
Hey,
love you, Vay.
girl.
I love you, Vay. I'm still mad that you crashed my car, but I love you, man. Crashed my car.
Shoot.
Crashed my I let her take my car to go down to Atlanta to get on baddies. Come back, didn't even tell me they crashed my car. I see my car the next day crashed. I'm like, yeah, you didn't even tell me, man. Like,
Didn't say nothing.
crashed my car, trying to go be a baddie. Come
That's
on, right?
hilarious. Well,
But
that's
that's
the
what it is.
story. Yeah.
It's usually me helping any way I can to push my people to chase their dream.
Yeah.
Usually me. Like I'm like, yeah, take the car. I don't care.
Yeah.
Good thing it was the hoopty car. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Thank
Like,
God it was the hoopty.
yeah. And I thought about letting her take the other car.
No. You don't have to be like
Right,
that.
right. But yeah, shout out to Vay, man. Yo, and the way that my sister picked her name,
Yeah.
Vay in Yiddish is whoa.
Shut the.
Yeah. So I'm grateful, man, that really is that's real. That really happened.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I'm like, wow, we could have never even picked a better name for you.
No. The
Crazy.
synchronicities, man,
Shout
that's
out
the
to
thing.
Vay.
Like, yeah, shout out to everybody. Actually, thank you everybody for coming through. Like the comments, the chats, the numbers have been up, since you started, which is no shock to me at all because you're absolutely contagious. It's really hard not to listen to what the hell you're saying. Yeah, I think it's like one of the quietest, chats that I've had, anyways, on here because it was just like enamored and everything that you're saying. It's super impressive. You're a testament to resilience, love, self-love, and also like pulling communities together. I think that
Oh man, I'm a puller.
yeah, I think everybody could take an absolute page out of that book. And the crazy part is that I think you would let them all day long, and that's what's beautiful about it, right? You got to spread the knowledge and the love and the respect. And I think that you're a testament for sure. Everybody needs to grab your journals out, take a little notes, go back, run it back, read it again, listen to it again, whatever you got to do.
Everybody that's in the chat, I'm literally like, I'm never too busy for my people. So if you need to reach out to me to just say you're not having a good day or anything, I'm usually up for that. I'm an independent artist. I'm a father. I'm a brother. I'm a little brother. I'm a big brother. I'm a son. I'm a grandson. I still buy my grandmother cherries because that's her favorite. So when they're in season, I surprise her with cherries. Like, just be thoughtful for others because I've been the dirty little kid that nobody cared about. You know what I'm saying? I'm KingHansom now, but I come from being, oh, that's ugly Juju. We don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, and I didn't even name myself. My cousins started calling me handsome as a joke because everybody called me ugly. Now my smile saves me.
Your smile, man, your smile saves like everybody. Like, you listen, I mean, I can sit here and say whatever I want, you know what I mean? But there's not very many people that come through like that. You roll like 8 deep all day long and everybody is just in it. Like, it's really a beautiful thing. Honestly, it's really a beautiful thing. And yeah, we need more of that. Like, just more of that all the time. Like, it's okay.
I'm just
good.
thankful, man. Yo, and we still deal with like not being recognized too. So when I did the show yesterday in Brooklyn, They didn't recognize me. They didn't know I had a set. They didn't know what I was doing, and I had to make sure I stayed humble and don't say, "Hey, man, you're KingHansom, man. You better fucking let them know who you are." I just stayed there till it was my turn, and then did my thing like I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But I, it's like you can't let none of it be personal because I'm on a real mission. So it's like, yeah, that's just another step today. But the goal is to make sure I'm so good that all my children can be in one building, like under one roof and have their own space. So that's what I'm fighting for. So it's like all the small steps I gotta take to get there, I'll take them. I'll take them easily. Inch by inch, it would take a pinch. Try a mile could take a while.
There you go.
Somebody told me that and it never left. So I've
Smart.
been
I like that
running with
one.
that. Yeah, just do it step by step.
Yeah.
Step by step. Look back later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look back
Exactly.
later. And currently, right?
Yeah.
Currently, my team is releasing more music than than major label artists. We're releasing more music. We're releasing more music videos. We're getting more of a true listening base because usually the people in the industry they send their music right to the bot farms and make
Yeah.
it seen. We're
Yeah.
not doing that. We literally giving away free merch and can get 100 comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you can win this free merch. Go comment on the YouTube channel. We're gonna be picking a number on Friday, and we'll literally ship you a WoeLife hoodie, a Scholar Ray hoodie, or AC2 Code merch. So we use that as like strategy campaigns that we learned from Skylar, and it really helps us get our message out there and keep music dropping consistently. AC been dropping every 2 weeks. Skylar been dropping every 2 weeks. I haven't even been dropping every 2 weeks, but I got so many records with them that I'm dropping every other week.
All the time. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I'm just in a great position because of all the background work that we do.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to all of that stuff. I mean, it's a really
About to wrap this shit.
I mean, we want to call it like Black
Hey,
excellence, but we
Boom's
can't even
looking
say
at me
that.
funny.
Yeah, he's like, it's time to go.
That's the best way though.
Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna run everybody through this real quick and then we'll throw a tune on and then I'll let you go.
He's hating. He turned the lights off.
All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us
Oh,
tonight.
man, I love you so much, girl. You don't even
Listen.
know. I'm changing my friends. I'm happy one of them is you.
Uh,
You feel me?
the-
Like I'm changing my friends. So that's what I'm on. Like I'm changing my friends. I want to be around people that believe in themselves and others. So that's why I'm happy to be here already. Like I'm happy you guys believe in me as a person. Remember, I was ugly juju.
yeah,
So I'm grateful. I was the kid that wasn't good enough.
no.
My dad never even told me he's proud of me. So
Dang. Well, we're proud
you know what I'm
of you.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be accepted here.
Yeah, you are. We love you. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you're out there doing. We appreciate your words. We appreciate, your tenacity and, throwing it back. We listen to, you like putting other people on before yourself. We got your stuff queued up, but we don't even have to do all that because we'll make sure all the links and everything are in the description.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course. For you, we talked about the trap line. So you guys, if you guys do need that number, it is our warm line, Pinecase warm line. It's 250-289-3948. You guys can call that for any reason, whether you just need to chat for any reason. Your wife's, driving you crazy. You lost your job. You're about to, relapse, whatever. We got you. We'll check out the resources in your city and get you guys lined up. If it's for real, for serious, and you guys need to just know the real number for in your back pocket or any other time, it's #988. That's the suicide national. So that's for you guys down in the States, and for us up here, it's #988. That'll put you through to the professionals. Not that we're not, but I mean, that's like the heavy duty one, you guys. And it's good to know that one for sure, because if somebody's around you that needs to know it, that's what it is. It's just for us old folks, is #988. It's #988. Yeah. And you guys can call that number too and get yourselves a naloxone kit or Narcan kit for the ones down in the States. That's no big deal. You guys can also hit up Calico in the comment section. She's been holding it down with everybody in there. So thank you so much. Yeah.
For everybody out there on the West, on you guys' time frame, I'm coming to Portland, Oregon, June 29th. And I'm gonna give you guys a show, man. I got an hour set. I'm bringing some friends with me. I believe Skylar Ray and Kayla is gonna do anything in their power to be there. they're gonna be flying in from somewhere, but they're gonna make it. They want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
AC's coming with me, and I got 2 more surprise guests. So I'm like, I'm coming out there to have a great time, man. I even wanna do like a free show for the kids. I've been trying to line up, but I haven't been able to do it because I don't know the venues myself. But I'm definitely coming June 29th for Jake Slam's birthday bash, and I'm gonna be performing out there. So I want to see all my people out there. Everybody that can make it, God will get you there. So
Yeah, you guys. Where can they find you on all of the platforms?
Find me everywhere on the socials at KingHansom, KingHansom. Not handsome. Spell a little different. Just remember, hustle and never sleep on money. So KingHansom everywhere you'll find it. YouTube channel. Everybody subscribe to the YouTube channel. Join the members only. Skylar Ray helped me get my YouTube page monetized. So I got the members, I got the stars, I got everything over there on YouTube, and currently getting YouTube checks. So I pay attention to where all the algorithms come from. Big shout out to Chicago, Vegas, Portland, Vancouver, because I got a big audiences listening in those cities. So I wanted to shout them guys out. But yeah, everywhere at KingHansom. Tap in with me. I'm never too big for my people, man.
There you go. There you go. You guys heard it here first. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. You guys, if you haven't already, go and follow him on all the streaming platforms. Yeah. And just a little taste for everybody before you go. Yeah.
Oh, yep, this song right here? Yeah. Yep, this my joint.
Disrespect, I got the right to click. I'm a Taylor, headshots, all I ever knew. So if get too close, that's a burial. All I really got, 357, I bought that when I was just a top. A young boy, run that block with the dirty clothes. And my goal was to flip 30 O's. Hey, now I'm thinking bigger. My fans in Portland think I'm an industry. But truthfully, I just flipped the pack that I ain't proud about. But when it get hard, we gotta thug it out.
Yo, crazy.
Yeah. 357 to leave stretched
If you ever yelled out whoa, just know I prayed for you on my lonely.
Amen.
And ain't no code D's, I did it dolly. Can't tell you whose food I ate, but baby, can you hold me? Like real talk, I just need you to hold me. Don't know if there was cameras on that block, but I scoped him. Still running from today, so careful how I'm posting. Hey, splashed, I just bumped today, we still rolling. Heart still the chest broke, we my smoke poking. Have a little choking. I told you little to be careful when you going. When it comes to being the one, them know I'm golden. Bruce Leroy Glow. We on go. Bundle up outside, it get
this
cut.
357, it's stretched out. This 357, it's so good. My 357, and leave it stretched out.
Yo, 357 was the first gun that I ever bought at 14 years old.
Dang.
That's why it means so much to me, because I know it's not going to jam. You can't get me first. I see you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm schizophrenic diagnosed. So sometimes I might have to shoot you first because I don't know who's telling me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Yeah. We didn't even get to any of that because that's not really anybody's business, but for real, right? Like,
I'm diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Yeah.
They had me on Ritalin, Wellbutrin, fucking my whole life up.
Right. Yeah. Well, congratulations to like making it through all of that, because they can get heavy with the prescription pad, man. That's just wild. Yeah.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. Oh man.
Wow.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well,
I guess we're gonna do a part 2 eventually.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. We'll
Yeah.
get for a part 2, and we'll make sure that you like have a reason to come up here and talk to the people, hang out with the people in place.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you guys for having me, man, because this helped me get through my day today.
Oh,
thank you guys for real.
For
real. This is how I stay focused. This is how I stay not busting somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? Like staying busy. So when you see me work so much, it's because if I'm not doing this, I'll be doing something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All of us. All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. You guys take care of each other, stay safe, and we will see
thank
you
for
next
hearing my songs with me.
Yeah, anytime. Listen, anytime. You just send them over, we'll kick it, no big deal.
All right, thank you guys for having me. Big shout out to Calico. Khaleesi, we love you.
Thank you.
We love you, Whoa.
We stay strong.
The further you take my rights away, I'ma run to it, refuse to hear my voice. Speak loud when I spit it, but you don't get it. You just wanna be a side critic. See somebody else showing hate in the side of the road with it. Now how would you feel standing on the sideline and watch the color of a nation deteriorate over time? The flag real high, but compassion 6 feet below. Now you're searching for that justice that the side of the never showed. Deny my place, I'm back with a trace. Keep up the pace, tight lace, game face. Get back in the race. Whatever they did could never be undone. Every dark night ends with the rising of the sun. Squandered every wealth that's built from the mud. Squandered every wealth that's built from the blood. Squandered every wealth that's built in chains. Stolen from the ancestors, running through my veins.
With the strength of 1,000 lion and the strength of 1,000 giant, we stay strong. We stay strong. With the strength of 1,000 elephant and the strength of 1,000 tiger, we stay strong. We stay strong. We stay strong.
I can see, run to the light at the end of the tunnel winner.
We stay strong.
I can't breathe. We're gonna get oxygen without the justice system.
We stay strong.
And I know, gotta keep my head together.
We stay strong.
Don't doubt me, please don't doubt me.
We stay strong.
Tell me how can we be strong if we still shooting? Tell me how can we be strong if we still looting? Tell me how can we be strong if we still hating? Please tell me now, please.